From turnkeys to upgrades to trainings, Zabbix offers a vast selection of services. So let's welcome the Director of Business Development at Zabbix, Sergey Sorokins, with a talk about Zabbix online services. Welcome.
Good afternoon. It's my pleasure today to present you a topic about Zabbix services. I will talk about the most popular services, the most demanded services, and I will start with Zabbix being available at public clouds. So as many of you may know, Zabbix images are available at all popular clouds, including AWS, Azure, GCP, and so on. So what is actually available? So in those clouds, you can get Zabbix virtual appliances, and by virtual appliances we mean Zabbix server or Zabbix proxy. You can purchase Zabbix technical support right in the cloud or without the framework of cloud by using budget of the cloud. And at some clouds you can actually get Zabbix containers, and by containers I mean Zabbix server, Zabbix proxy, and Zabbix agent. So what it takes to use Zabbix in the cloud? Somewhere between 2 and 5 minutes to deploy. It's easy to scale up and easy to scale down. You can choose from many regions offered by cloud providers, which means that you can locate your Zabbix server in one region and you can locate Zabbix proxies in those regions where you need to read the data. In terms of the budget, the prices are very affordable. So if you would look at some, let's say, clouds such as DigitalOcean or Linode, it can start as low as $5 per month for the virtual appliance of Zabbix server, right? And it could go to $150 per month if you are using GCP, Azure, or AWS, right? And of course, there is no limit depending on how much data you are planning to collect, how much data you are planning to store, but we are talking about initial budget, right? The next service that I would like to talk is the Zabbix technical support services. This is probably one of the most popular services for the customers to take from Zabbix. As many of you may be familiar, there are 5 default levels or tiers of support to fit the needs of all our customers, starting from the silver, which covers basically the answering of technical questions for the customers, and going up to enterprise and global. Those tiers already include not only provision of technical support services as such, but also remote services, remote assistance, performance tuning, training, on-site visits, even including ban days within the support. So each customer is choosing the support level depending on its requirements, its need for the service, and of course its budget. So the benefits of using technical support, I think, are kind of straightforward. So it's support on demand. So whenever you need services, you just contact Zabbix, you get answers from our engineering team right away within the strict SLA. So you can really depend on Zabbix services, on Zabbix knowledge. And if your SLA is saying it's 4 hours, it's 4 hours, right? It's also can be viewed as an insurance against storms. So when everything goes right and you have a strong professional team with extended knowledge of Zabbix, great. But then when the storm hits you, there is Zabbix support which can protect you, which can assist you, which can help you to fix all the issues that you are facing right now. And of course, Zabbix support is a way to influence Zabbix roadmap. We're closely listening to all our users, to community, on what features are expected in the next releases of Zabbix. But of course, commercial customers of Zabbix, they have this advantage of communicating that much easier, much shorter way to Zabbix. And the third service that I would like to talk about today is Zabbix professional training. So when we're talking about professional training from Zabbix, we're basically talking about main courses or core courses, as we call them. And they range from the very simple, from the Zabbix certified user course, which is aimed at users of Zabbix that are using Zabbix either on the daily basis or from time to time. But those are the people that do not configure Zabbix. They do not configure Zabbix data collection or data processing, but they're rather using results of that configuration. And then it goes to Zabbix certified specialists. Those are people that on the daily basis, they work with Zabbix, they manage, let's say, data collection, data processing. Then we're talking about professionals, those who are responsible for more complex setup, for Zabbix automation, and more complicated things. And then the expert is a top level aimed at those who are architects of the solutions, those who are setting up the design of Zabbix within their organization or within other organizations, right? And so Zabbix has the full range of courses covering all your needs. It's just that you need to decide which course is the best for you at that current moment. And there are also 4 extra courses. So extra courses, take them as a pro courses on the specific topic, right? So when we're talking about Zabbix API or Zabbix security or let's say pre-processing, it's a one-day course. It's a very practical course. It talks about the topic, trying to cover all the aspects of the topic. And if you're planning to, let's say, use Zabbix API, consider attending an API course, which within just a one day will provide you with extended knowledge of how to use Zabbix API, what are the best practices to apply Zabbix API, what are the limitations of Zabbix API. So these courses are aimed at those people interested in the very specific topics of Zabbix. And what is important, Zabbix training is available in 11 languages. As I have already mentioned, there are 8 courses. There are 21 training partners providing trainings in the different time zones, right? And there are on-site and online options, depending on the region, depending on the course, depending on your expectations and your needs. And of course, today I covered only these 3 topics. I would like to actually invite you to contact us if you have any need for professional services, because Zabbix company and Zabbix team provides much more extended list of services to its customers, such as, let's say, consulting, as integration services, as implementation or turnkey solutions, right? So whenever you need us, whenever you need a service from us, please contact Zabbix. Please contact our partners located around the world, and we'll be happy to assist you with your needs. Thank you a lot.
Thank you, Sergey, for giving us some insight into the Zabbix online services. But we do have a couple of questions. So first off, what prerequisites are required for the attendees of the regular Zabbix courses? What about the one-day courses? What are the prerequisites if we wish to attend those?
Yeah, okay, thanks for the question. For the user course, there are no prerequisites as such. It's a very basic course. There are also no formal prerequisites for Zabbix certified specialist course, except maybe for a basic knowledge, IT knowledge. So a person attending it should definitely have some IT background. It has a knowledge of operating system is something that is, let's say, expected and would make a student's life and a training much easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess you can say that since we will be dealing with many IT concepts in those trainings, you should be familiar with those.
That's true. And if we're talking about professional course, then actually in this case, you already need to get and bring your specialist certificate. And when we go to talk about expert, then actually it should be a professional course. But if we're talking about those initial courses, a user and specialist, not that much expected from the student except for the overall knowledge of IT.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully that encourages some of our viewers, and not just viewers, some of our community members, to attend user specialist courses, and maybe those more experienced, the professional and expert ones. Next up, so we have a tricky situation here. We have 5.0 version, which is the current one, and we have 6.0 coming out very soon. So what is better for users? Should they attend 5.0 right now? Should they wait until 6.0 courses? How should they do?
I agree, it's a tricky question. I think it really depends on what currently user is using. So we all tend to run for that newer thing, for the fresher version, right? But if your organization is currently using Zabbix version 5.0, I would think that a more kind of correct choice, a wise choice would be to attend Zabbix 5.0, because this is what you're using on a daily basis, right? And again, I mean, if you're planning to just start using Zabbix and 6.0 is going to be your first version which you're going to use, then probably a 6.0 course is better in this case.
Yeah, and I guess at the end of the day, if you somehow, and that'll be my next question, if you somehow manage to maybe attend both of those courses, then you have the knowledge of maybe how to upgrade from 5.0 to 6.0, right? And then you can kind of see the differences there. Speaking of, the next question, so what if I have the 5.0 specialist course? Will I be able to attend the 6.0 professional course, or do I have to start from the beginning? How will that work?
A very nice question. Actually, yes, with the release of Zabbix 6.0 and with the release of new training materials and training courses on 6.0, we are planning to introduce what we call a Zabbix certified upgrade course. So this upgrade course is going to be a one-day course, which will actually allow both Zabbix 5.0 specialist and Zabbix 5.0 professionals within one day to upgrade to a 6.0 version. So, which means, again, maybe answering your previous question, if you went for 5.0 course, then it's a great thing, because you will know what is Zabbix 5.0 and what is actually the difference between 5.0 and 6.0, right? And then you would be able to upgrade yourself with one easy, or let's say maybe not that easy, but a one-day upgrade course, right? And you would be able to pass the exam, get the new certificates. In this case, you would have both certificates on your hands, 5.0 and 6.0.
And I would probably add from my experience that even if you don't have that 6.0 infrastructure right now, you have 5.0, maybe you have 5.0 certificates already, this upgrade course prepares you for what to expect when you finally move to 6.0, which I think is a really great thing to know beforehand.
Yeah, because 6.0 upgrade course, it's gonna be, because it's a one day, right? It's just like we present the difference. We talk to people that really know Zabbix on 5.0, and we tell them, okay, this is what in 5.0 was true, and right now 6.0 is a bit different. And we are talking only about those differences. We're not covering the same topics, because, I mean, people know already all of that, right? So it's very intense, but it's a very targeted course for just presenting those differences between two versions.
Yeah, thank you a lot. So I think that covered many of the questions that people had about how the courses work, who can attend them, how can they attend them, and so on. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys during some of these trainings. Thank you a lot, Sergey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.